And welcome back. 10 minutes after 8 o'clock right now. We have a special guest in the studio, the Reverend Andy Brewster, who is with the Charlotte Avenue Church of Christ in Rock Hill.
That's right.
And a fascinating look at spirituality, I guess you could say, almost, that you all have going. And it has to deal with, if you could ask God one question, what would that question be? Tell me about this program you all have going.
Right. Well, this is our 12 Questions campaign that we started April 1st, so on April Fool's Day, but it's no joke. This is a real deal. We're just trying to reach out to our community and ask them a simple question. If you could ask God one question, if you had the chance, what would you ask Him? And we want them to go to our 12 Questions website, 12questions.org, and submit their questions there. And for the entire month of April, we're going to try and get as many questions in as we can through our website and Facebook and social media. And we'll have a mobile billboard going up and down I-77 stuck in traffic with everybody. And so go to the 12questions.org, submit your question. We're going to take, again, questions all through April. And then the top 12 most frequently asked questions out of all the questions we get, we'll announce those in May, and then on each Wednesday night in June, July, and August, we're going to answer those questions, your questions, God's answers from His Word, on Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock, live at our building, but also you can live stream it online if you don't feel like coming to the church building.
So what do you hope will be the overall impact of this?
Well, we want to, as all churches are trying to do, we're trying to reach out to our community, but maybe do it in a little bit different way. Instead of us saying, here's what we think is important, which is valuable because there are things that we think are important, but we want to know specifically for our community, what do you want to know? What questions do you have for God? We believe God has given us everything pertaining to life and godliness, 2 Peter 1:3, so that He tells us everything that we need to know about this life and everything we need to know about the life to come. And He gives us answers even for tough questions.
Based on your experiences as a minister, Andy, what are some of the typical questions people are asking God these days?
Well, we recognize there are legitimate questions.
Yes.
There are tough questions that people have, and that's what faith is to have questions and to try and seek and search for answers. So, you know, the questions that people always have: why do good things happen to bad people?
Yes.
These days, questions about sexuality are going to be probably pretty prevalent. So we recognize there are legitimate questions that people have, and we want people to know that God isn't afraid of our questions, and that we at the Charlotte Avenue Church of Christ, we're not afraid of them either. We will search with you for the answers that God has revealed in Scripture.
Now, how will you answer the questions? Is it you taking your experience and what you've gleaned from the Bible, or will you have a group of people who get together, sort of answer these questions? How do you do that?
We've got 12 different speakers from around North Carolina and South Carolina, and some from outside of our area, and each one of them will be given one of these questions, and they'll prepare for it for a month or 2 months or 3 months or however long they have, and they'll come and they'll deliver the answers that they find from Scripture, again, live at our building on Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock, and also live streamed online at 12questions.org.
Oh, so fascinating. This is really going to be interesting. I want you to come back on after all this.
Absolutely.
And let's talk about some of these things.
Yeah.
But again, what's the website again? It's 12questions.org.
Yeah, 12questions.org.
12questions.org. Yeah,
That's right.
don't spell out 12. Andy Brewster, thank you so much. Charlotte Avenue Church of Christ in Rock Hill. We appreciate it. Looking forward to hearing what these answers are going to be. All right, 13 minutes now after 8 o'clock. We'll be back right after this.